Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura's appearance. His Divine Grace Srila Saksidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakura 1838-1914, the pioneer of the program to benedict the entire world with Krishna consciousness. A lecture by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, London, September 23, 1969. So today is very auspicious day, Thakura Bhaktivinoda's birthday. Here is the picture of Thakura Saksidananda Bhaktivinoda. He was one of the Acharyas of this disciplic succession from Krishna. We have got a succession table from Krishna, genealogical table. There are two kinds of genealogical tables. One by the Semina father, his son, like that. That is material genealogical table, and there is one spiritual genealogical table, disciplic succession, just like Krishna. Krishna, the original Father, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he spoke the Vedic knowledge to Brahm, Lord Brahm. He spoke to Narada. Narada spoke to Vaisa. Vaisa spoke to Madhvakarya. So in this disciplic succession, Lord Chaitanya, from Lord Chaitanya, the six Gosvamis, and similarly, coming down, Bhaktivinoda Thakura, then Goraki Oradasa Babaji Maharya, then my spiritual master, then we are, next generation, my disciples. So there is a disciplic succession, and the Acharyas, their authorities. Our process of knowledge is very simple. We take it from the authority. We don't speculate. Speculation will not help us to come to the real knowledge. Just like when we are in difficulty, in legal implication, we go to some authority, lawyer. When we are diseased, we go to a physician, the authority. There is no use, speculation. Suppose I am in difficulty in some legal implication. I simply speculate, I shall be free in this way and that way. That will not help. We have to go to the lawyer who knows things, and he gives us instruction that you do like this. Then you will be free. Similarly, when we are diseased, if I speculate at home that my disease will be cured in this way and that way, no, that is useless. You go to an authorized physician, and he will give you a nice prescription, and you will be cured. That is the process of knowledge. But in the modern age, people think that I am free, I am independent, and I can make my own solution. That is rascaldom. That's not good. So Arjuna, when he was talking with Krishna as friend, but when he saw that there was no solution talking like this, he surrendered to Krishna. He said, Ayastiham, BG 2.7, Aham, myself, I surrender unto you as your disciple. Ayastihadayam prapanam. Prapanam means surrender. So that is the Vedic injunction, that if you want to know transcendental knowledge or science, transcendental means beyond the scope of your direct perception. So spiritual knowledge is beyond the scope of our sense speculation, beyond the scope. Just like when a soul, a spiritual spark only, leaves this body, you cannot see. Therefore atheistic class of men, they speculate there may be a soul, there may not be soul, or the bodily function was going like this. Now it stopped. The blood corpuscles now cease. It is no more red, it is white. Therefore life. These are speculation. This is not actual knowledge. Actual knowledge you get from the authority, Krishna. He says, Tath Dentarapi Artradh Rastatra Namoyadi, BG 2.13. Just like the soul is passing through different stages. Dehinosmin Yathdah. Deha means this body. Asminda, in this body, there is Dehi. Dehi means who is the owner of this body. That is soul. That is passing through childhood, boyhood, babyhood, youthhood, old age. Everyone, you can perceive that you were a child, you were a baby, you were a boy. Now you are young man or old man. So you are there. So as you are passing through different types of bodies, similarly, when you give up this body you accept another body. What is the difficulty? Tath Dentarapi Artradh Rastatra Namoyadi, BG 2.13. There is no question of becoming astonished how transmigration of the self, soul, takes place. The vivid example is there. Simply you require little intelligence. That intelligence is developed through the instruction of Acharya. Therefore, Vedic injunction is not to acquire knowledge by speculation. That is useless. Athpiti deva padmbujadvajayanti tatva prasdalanug hta avahai nasinaya ekopai sarvasanvan, SB 10.14, 29. Sarvasanvan. Siram means for thousands of years you can speculate. You cannot understand what is God. That is not possible. But if you receive knowledge from the devotee, he can deliver you. Therefore Vedic injunction is that Tadvina, in order to understand Tadvina. Vina means science. If you want to know the transcendental science, then you must approach a guru, Tadvayanartham, in order to. If you are at all interested to understand the spiritual science, Tadvayanartha Saguram Ava Bhagatkatmu 1.2. 12. You must approach guru. Guru means this disciplic succession, as I have explained. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura is an ideal guru. He was not a sannyasi. He was jihasta, householder, living with family, wife, children. Still, he was guru. So anyone can become guru. Not that a sannyasi can become guru. A householder also can become guru, provided he knows the science. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was talking with Ramananda Raya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a sannyasi, very highly born in Brahmana family, very learned scholar. So he was talking with Ramananda Raya, a jihasta, governor of Madras, and he was questioning, and Ramananda Raya was answering. That means he was taking the part of guru, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking the part of a disciple. So he was hesitating, Ramananda Raya. He thought himself that I am a jihasta. I'm not even a brahmana. Besides that, I am dealing in material affairs. I am governor, politics. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a sannyasi, born of a high-class brahmana family. So it does not look well that I shall teach him. So he was hesitating. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Oh, why you are hesitating?" He said, "Kib Vipra, Kib Sudra, and why Seeking Nayai Krishna Tattva Veda, say Guru Haya, CC Madhya 8.128. He said, "Don't hesitate. Either one may become a Brahmana or one may become a Sudra. Kib Vipra, Kib Sudra." Vipra means Brahmana, and Sudra. Sudra is the fourth grade human being. Brahmana is the first grade. So Kib Vipra, Kib Sudra. He may be a first grade human being or the lowest grade human being, or he may become a sannyasi or a jihasta. It does not matter. Anyone who knows the science of Krishna, he can become a guru. This is the verdict. Because spiritual science does not belong to the bodily platform. It is on the spiritual platform. It is very nice. Just like when you go to a lawyer or to an engineer or to a physician, you do not inquire whether he's a brahmana or sudra. Simply you have to know whether he's a lawyer. That's all. Whether he's a physician actually. If he knows the medical science, he may be a brahmana, he may be a sudra, he may be a sannyasi, he may be a householder, it doesn't matter. Your business is with a physician, with a lawyer. Similarly, your business is to understand Krishna. So anyone who knows Krishna perfectly, you have to go there. Tadvayanartha Saguram Evbhagatkatmu 1.2. 12. It is. Vedic injunction is not that you have to approach a sannyasi or a jihasta or an Indian or American. No. Gurum. And guru means who knows the science of Krishna. So this Bhaktivinoda Thakura was jihasta, very responsible officer, magistrate. And he was so exalted that he would come from his office generally at 5 o'clock, then take his supper and immediately go to bed. Immediately. Say at 7 o'clock in the evening he goes to bed, and he wakes up at 12 o'clock. So suppose he goes to bed at 7 o'clock in the evening and wakes up at 12 o'clock at night. It is sufficient sleep, 5 hours. One should not sleep more than 5 to 6 hours. Minimize as far as possible. The Gosvems used to sleep not more than 1.5 hours or 2 hours. Sleeping is not very important thing. Even big politicians, they used to sleep for 2 hours. So especially in spiritual line, they should minimize as far as possible eating, sleeping, mating, defending. Minimize. Gradually it come to nil. Raghan Thadi Sagosvem, he was eating only a little piece of butter every alternate days, not daily. So this Bhaktivinoda Thakura, regularly he was coming from his office, and after taking his supper immediately he goes to bed, and wake up at 12 o'clock, and he used to write books. He wrote. He left behind him about 100 books. And he excavated the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya, organized how to develop that birth site, Wiper. He had so many business. He used to go to preach about Chaitanya's philosophy. He used to sell books to foreign countries. In 1896 he attempted to sell Life and Precepts of Lord Chaitanya in the McGill University in Montreal. So he was busy. Akriya. One has to adjust things. Not that because I am jihasta, householder, I cannot become a preacher. It is the business of the sannyasi or brahmakar. No, it is the business of everyone. The whole world is suffering for want of knowledge. The present civilization is animal civilization. They do not know anything beyond eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That's all. This is animal civilization. Animal does not know beyond these 4 principles of life. Eating, sleeping, mating and defending. That's all. No. Human life is meant for something else. What I am. What is God? What is my relation with God? What is this material world? Why I am here? Where I have to go next? So many things one has to learn. To Brahmaji, yes. This is human life. Not that eat and sleep and have sex life and die someday like cats and dogs. Therefore, there is need of acharyas, teachers, for propagating spiritual knowledge, Krishna consciousness. Bhaktivinoda Thakura was, although he was a gihasta, householder, a government officer, magistrate, but he was acharya. So from his dealings, from his life, we should learn how one can become a preacher in any stage of life. It doesn't matter what he is. There was one incident, very interesting. When he was magistrate in Jagannathapur, the system is, Jagannatha temple is a very big establishment. In the temple, 56 times daily bhoga is offered, and you'll find in the temple always at least 500 to 1,000 people gathered, and they come from outside, and prasada is ready. If you go and ask in the Jagannatha temple that we are 100 men come from outside, we want prasada, yes, immediately ready. So it is a huge temple. This is one temple, but there are many other thousands of temple in India where prasada is distributed. Now it is minimized by our present government. They think that it is a necessary expenditure. They are minimizing, but not a necessary expenditure. They do not understand. Formerly, in India there was no necessity of hotel. Anyone goes anywhere, even in a village. He goes to a temple, prasada is ready. There is no need of going to a hotel. You pay or don't pay. If you say that I want little prasada, yes, take it. That is the system still. There is the Enthadvar temple in Rajasthan. You pay 2 annas only. 2 annas means 1 cent. You get sumptuous prasada for 2 annas, all very nice prasada, still. So prasada distribution in temple is long-standing usage. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura. The Jagannatha temple is managed by a body, and it is the custom that the local magistrate of the district, he becomes the president or manager. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura was manager in that sense, because he was magistrate. The managing committee was being presided by him. So there was a complaint in Orissa. This Jagannatha temple is situated in Orissa, Utkala. This state was originally belonging to Dhruva Maharya. His son's name was Utkala, Maharya Utkala. Anyway, so this Utkala, there was a pseudo-yog. He declared himself that, just like you'll find nowadays also, there are so many rascals declaring that I am incarnation of God, and they know some mystic power, play some jugglery, and foolish people take them. Oh, he's God. So there appeared one like such pseudo-god, Vu, in a village of Orissa, and he was dancing Arsa dance, and foolish people were sending their daughters and wife to dance with him. You see, there were so many. Not only that, people are so foolish they do not know. They want to be cheated, and these cheaters come. He declared that I am God, I am Vu. So there were sane men also. They took objection. What is this nonsense? This man is dancing with ladies and gentlemen, or girls. So they filed a complaint. At that time it was British rule. They complained to the governor or the commissioner, very high officer. The commissioner knew that Bhaktivinoda Thakura, his name was Katranthadata. Katranthadata, his household name. So the commissioner of the division, he knew that Katranthadata is a religious man, and he's magistrate in charge. So he handed over the case for inquiry. What is this complaint? You please inquire and do the needful. So he was a pure devotee, and he understood that this rascal is a bogus man, cheating people. I must inquire. So he went to the village in plain dress with some constables, police constables. They were also in plain dress. And as soon as he approached that rascal Yog, he said, "Oh, you are Katranthadata. So, very nice. You are. I shall make you king of India. Please don't try to bother me." Because he could know that he has come to inquire about my Arsa LL. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura first of all said, "Sir, you are such a great Yog. Why you are in the village? Why don't you go to Jagannathapur? There is temple, and Lord Jagannatha is there. Better you go there and see the Lord and be happy. Why you are in this village? Oh, Jagannatha. Ah, that is made of wood. I am personally the Supreme Lord. That is made of wood." Oh, then Bhaktivinoda Thakura, he was a devotee, he became fire. Laughter, he was insulting. Arkildhr Guru Unaramati, Padma Pura, Brahmaka 25.1518. According to Srila, if somebody thinks, just like here is deity, if somebody thinks, oh, it is made of stone, It is stone to the eyes of the non-devotee, but it is personally supreme personality of Godhead to the devotees. It requires the eyes to see. So devotee sees in a different angle of vision. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he entered Jagannatha temple, immediately he fainted. Oh, here is my Lord. And the non-devotee is seeing, it is wood, a lump of wood. Therefore, to the non-devotee, he remains always as wood, but to the devotee he speaks. That is the difference. Pramjanachrita Bhakti Vilakanina, B.S. 5.38. If God is everything, why wood? Through wood and stone, God cannot manifest. If God is everything, according to Myveda philosophy, that's a fact. God, omnipotent. He can express himself even through wood and stone. That is God's omnipotency. That is called omnipotency. Not that God is unable to express himself through wood and stone. Then how he's omnipotent? Omnipotent means his potency can be expressed through anything. Because anything, everything is the expansion of God's energy. Parasya Brahma Actus Tathamakila Jagat, Vupura 1.22. 52. The whole world is manifestation of different energies of God. Therefore, just like through the energy of electricity the electric powerhouse, although far, far away from this place, was expressing, there is electricity. Through this glass, through these wires, the power can be expressed. There is a process. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura became very much. Because a devotee cannot tolerate blaspheming another devotee or God. So as soon as he said that why shall I go to Jagannatha to see the wooden Jagannatha? I am personally Vu Bhaktivinoda Thakura immediately ordered his constables, arrest him. Arrest this rascal. So he was arrested. And when he was arrested he had some yogic mystic power. All the constables, Bhaktivinoda Thakura and his family member became affected with high fever, 105 degrees fever. So when he came back, his wife became very much disturbed that you arrested Vu, and we are all going to die. We have got now high fever. Bhaktivinoda Thakura replied, yes, let us all die, but this rascal must be punished. This is the view of pure devotee. So he was put into the custody, and there was a date fixed for his trial, and all these days Bhaktivinoda Thakura himself and his family especially, they were suffering from high fever. Maybe that yog was planning to kill all the whole family. But it was going on as fever. So on the trial day, Bhaktivinoda Thakura Katran Thadata, when he came to the bench the man was presented, the so-called yog, and he had big hairs. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura ordered that bring one barber and cut his hair. So no barber dared. The barbers thought, oh, he's a Lord Vu. If I offend, as he's suffering from fever, so I shall also die. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura ordered that give me the seer. I'll cut. So he cut his hairs and ordered him to be put into jail for 6 months, and in the jail that Vu incarnation managed to took some poison, and he died. So this is one of the incidents. There are many incidences. He was very strong man. He punished many pawis in the Tirthas who exploit visitors. So this is the position of devotee. In spite of his becoming a responsible magistrate, a householder, still, he was a Kriya. So we have to follow the Akriyas, if we are at all interested in spiritual science, then we must follow the Vedic instruction, Tadvyanrtha Sagaram Evbhagakat Mu 1.2.12. We must approach. You cannot have spiritual knowledge simply by speculating. Impossible. Simply waste of time. Rama Eva Haikavalam, SB 1.2.8. You must go to in the Bhagavad Gita, therefore, it is recommended Sriyapsanam, Akriyapsan. Not only worshipping the Lord, but also the Akriya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Guru Krishna Kpe Piya Bhakti Lot Piya, CC Madhya 19.151. Guru, Akriya and Krishna. One should seek favor of both of them. Not that I am now seeking favor of Krishna. What is the use of Guru or Akriya? No, you cannot overlap Akriya and go to Krishna. That is not possible. Krishna will not accept you. Just like if you want to see a big man you should go through his secretary, through his orderly, doorkeeper. Similarly, our process is Sriyapsanam, go through the Akriya. That is the injunction of the Vedas. Tarko Pratiha. If you want to enter into the spiritual world, you cannot get through simply by arguments. Because there is no limit of argument. I place my argument in one way. Another man, who is better arguer, he places his argument in a different way. So if you simply go on arguing, it is not possible. Tarko Pratiha. It will never help you. Argument. Ruteo Vibin. If you think that I shall read scriptures and I shall understand God, no, that is also not possible. Ruteo Vibin. Scriptures are also different, because scriptures are made according to time, circumstances, people, just like Bible. Lord Jesus Christ preached in the desert, Jerusalem, or where it is, people who were not so advanced. Therefore his first instruction is, thou shalt not kill. That means they were very much engaged in killing affairs. Otherwise, why is this instruction? And actually, it so happened that they killed Jesus Christ. So that society was not very enlightened society. So a scripture for a society which is not very enlightened and a scripture for a society which is very enlightened must be different. Just like a dictionary. For the schoolboy, a pocket dictionary, and for a college student, international big dictionary. Both of them are dictionaries, but the small pocket dictionary is not equal to the big dictionary because it is different, made for different classes of men. So scriptures are made according to different classes of men. There are 3 classes of men. First class, second class and third class. The third class man cannot understand the philosophy and scriptural injunction of the first class man. That is not possible. Higher mathematics cannot be understood by the small schoolboys who are simply trying to understand 2 plus 2 equal to 4. But 2 plus 2 equal to 4 is equally good to the higher mathematics student. But still, higher mathematics and lower math is different. Therefore it is said, Ruteo Vibin. The scriptures are different. So if you simply try to understand what is God by reading scriptures, you cannot achieve. You must approach a guru. Just like a medical book. It can be available in the market. If you purchase one medical book and study and you become doctor, that is not possible. You must hear the medical book from a medical man in the medical college. Then you will be qualified. And if you say, sir, I have read all the medical books, recognize me as a medical practitioner, no, that will be not. So Ruteo Vibin. Scriptures are different. Arguments, that is also not helpful. One man may argue better than me. Then philosophy. The philosophy, it is said, and so munriyasya mata nabinam, cc madhya 17.186. One philosopher is differing from another philosopher. Just now today Masundara has purchased one book about different philosophers, so that you also cannot ascertain what is truth. Therefore Srila says, Dharmasya tatvaniyita gawayam. The truth is very confidential. So if you want to know that truth, Mayano Yina Gata Sapenth, cc Madhya 17.186, you should have to follow the great Akriyas. Then you will understand. Therefore Akriya Upsan is essential. Akriya Upsan is very essential. In all the Vedic sutras the injunction is that, Tadvayanratha Saguram Evbhagatkat Ratriya Brahmanihem Mu 1.2. 12. Tasam Diguram Prapadyata Jisure Uttamam, SB 11.3. 21. Anyone who is inquisitive to understand higher truths, he must surrender to Guru. Tasam di Guru Prapadyata Jisure Uttamam. One who is inquisitive, who is now inquiring about transcendental subject matter. Tadvidi pra ip tena paripranina save, BG 4.34. So all the stra says, in our Vyavastra also our Pagasvam says, Dogurvrayam. In the first beginning, you must take shelter of a bona fide Guru. So this Bhaktivinoda Thakura's birthday, we should adore, we should worship, because in the modern age he reintroduced the disciplic succession. From Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. 500 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught this philosophy, but within 200 years. Because this material world is so made that whatever you introduce, in due course of time it will deteriorate. You make a nice house, but after 100 years, 200 years, or nowadays even after 50 years it becomes dilapidated. That is the nature's law, KLA. Time will destroy everything. Now, British Empire, such a big, vast empire, now it is finished. The KLA, the time, will everything make finished. That is material. Anything material, it has birth, it has growth, it has got some opulence, then dwindling, then finished. That is the way of material. So we are interested in spiritual subject matter. Therefore the process is Dogurvrayam. One has to accept a bona fide spiritual master. That is our process. Without accepting a bona fide spiritual master, we cannot make any progress. It is impossible. So Bhaktivinoda Thakura happens to be Acharyas, one of the Acharyas, and he has left behind him many books. Kaitanyakam Heva Dharma. These are very important books. They're in Bengali, in Sanskrit, and many songs. He has prepared many books of song. The song, Inmg Yagorakandi Madhurasvar, that is Bhaktivinoda Thakura's song. So we are trying to present Bhaktivinoda Thakura's books also in English translation. Gradually you will get it. So our adoration, our worship to Bhaktivinoda Thakura today, because he may bless us to make peacefully progress in Krishna consciousness. Akriya Upsan. Simply by the blessings of Akriyas we can make very rapid progress. Vidudurlabham Tma Bhaktau, BS. 5.33. If we, Yasya Prasdidi Bhagavat Prasda, we sing every day. By the mercy of the spiritual master, Akriya, we immediately get the blessings of Lord. Immediately. Yasya Prasditi. Yasya means whose. Prasditi, benediction. By the benediction of the spiritual master. Yasya Prasdidi Bhagavat Prasda. If spiritual master, Akriya, is pleased, then you should know that Krishna is also pleased. You should know through. This is not very difficult. Just like you are working in office. If your immediate officer, boss, is pleased, that means the proprietor of the firm, he's also pleased, although you do not see him. This is fact. Your immediate boss, if he's pleased. So similarly, our business, this spiritual line, is Guru Krishna KP. We have to first receive the merciful benediction from the Akriya, and then Krishna will be pleased and he'll also give his blessings. Mad Bhakta. There is a version in the R Mad Bh Gavatam, Mad Bhakta Pijai Byadik. He says, Krishna says that if anyone worships me directly and if anyone worships me through the Akriya, he's better devotee who is coming to me through Akriya. Mad Bhakta Pijai Byadik. So our this Vyava philosophy process is go through the Akriya. Servant of the servant of the servant. We should try to become servant of the servant. Gop Bhaktivinoda Kamala Yor Dsa Ds Nudsa. CC Madhya 13.80. Dsa Ds Nudsa. We should not approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. That is not good. That will not be. In the Vedic injunction also it is said, Yasya div parbhaktir yath div tath gurau, U 6.23. If one has got unflinching faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Yathdiv, and similar faith in Guru, of course, we must make Guru bona fide. Then it is disciplic succession. And that is also not very difficult to select, who is bona fide Guru. Bona fide Guru means he presents himself as servant of God. He does not pose himself falsely that I am God. This is bona fide. It is not difficult to find out bona fide. But this is the test. If anyone says that I am Guru, or I am God, then he cannot be Guru, because he has no knowledge how he is God. But he can cheat some people. That is different thing. You can cheat all people for some time and some people for all time, but not all people for all time. That is not possible. So these kinds of Guru, who poses themselves that I am God, he's a false Guru. The bona fide Guru will say that I am servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna or God. Servant of. That is the business of Guru. He serves Krishna as Krishna desires. That is his business. That is also not very difficult. Krishna says, Krishna desires, Sarvadharman Paritya Eka Aravra, BG 18.66, that you give up all other engagement. Just surrender unto me, and I'll give you protection. Krishna says. So Guru's business is that you simply surrender to Krishna. What is the difficulty? Simply repeat the same thing. Not for himself, but for Krishna. He's bona fide Guru. So our this Krishna consciousness movement is very bona fide because we say the same thing as Krishna says. We don't make any addition, alteration. Not like big scholars, like it is not to Krishna. Krishna says, Man bhava mad bhakto mad yjm namaskuru, BG 18.65, and the scholar interprets, it is not to Krishna. Just see, the foolishness. Krishna directly says, unto me. He says, not to Krishna. Misleading. Such misleading Guru will not help you. So therefore to find out a bona fide Guru means that he does not change the words of Krishna. That is his position. He places everything as it is, and he has understood thoroughly the science. Jasure Uddamam. Guru. What is the symptom of Guru? Tasam di Guru Prapadyata Jasure Uddamam, SB 11.3.21. Those who are inquisitive to understand higher scientific knowledge, Uddamam. Uttama means higher. Uttama, Madhyama, Adama. There are three words. First class, second class, third class. So spiritual knowledge is Uddamam. Anyone who is inquisitive to understand first-class knowledge, he requires to go to a guru. Those who are interested in third-class knowledge, they do not require any guru. Third-class knowledge means animal knowledge. How to eat, how to sleep, how to make arrangement for eating, how to make arrangement for sleeping. That is third-class knowledge. because the animal also try for this kind of knowledge, how to eat, how to sleep. Therefore this kind of knowledge is third-class knowledge, and second-class knowledge is what I am. To Brahmaji, the Vedanta, that is second-class knowledge. And first-class knowledge, when he actually understands what he is eternal servant of Krishna and engages himself in the service of the Lord, that is first-class knowledge. And therefore, as soon as he comes to the first-class knowledge platform, he becomes happy. Brahma bhta prasantiam na okati na kakati samasarvu bhtu mad bhakti labhate param, BG 18.54. So after being liberated from the material concept of life by the blessings of Krishna and Guru, one comes to the platform of first-class knowledge, where he engages himself directly in the service of the Lord, that is first-class knowledge. First-class knowledge means beyond liberation. Second-class knowledge is trying for liberation. Third-class knowledge means in bondage, like animal. The animal, they are bound up by the particular type of body and has no, possibility of becoming liberated. That is animal life. But human life is better than animal life because if he likes, he can make himself liberated from this bondage of material body. That is the facility. He can understand himself what he is. He can understand what is God. He can understand the relationship between God and himself. He can understand what is this material world. Because there are thousands of books of knowledge. Take it for Bhagavad Gita. Everything is there. And it is meant for human being, not for the cats and dogs. Cats and dogs cannot understand, but a human being can understand. So this Krishna consciousness movement is to enlighten people to utilize his very nice life, human form of life, utilize it properly. To utilize it properly means to revive his dormant Krishna consciousness. The Krishna consciousness, or God consciousness, is there already. It is developed in human form of life. But it is now covered because due to our association with this material world for unlimited years background, we are coming through different species of life. Millions and millions of years passed away. Suppose I was a tree sometimes. I was standing up for 10,000 years in one place. We have passed through. That's a fact. That is evolution. Now we have got the opportunity of light. If you don't use this opportune moment and again go back to the cycle of evolutionary process, so these are great science. Unfortunately, there is no opportunity for the people to study this science in school, colleges or universities. They are simply teaching people that you work hard and gratify your senses. That's all. Therefore younger section, they have been disgusted. They have refused to cooperate with this society on account of this disappointing education, and it will increase. Because this sort of education cannot give peace or prosperity to the people. Problems are increasing. Therefore, our request is that if you want to decrease or completely finish all the problems of life, take to Krishna consciousness in the process of disciplic succession and you will be all happy.